A researcher once captured heartbreaking footage of a dog sitting motionless at the window every single evening, ears perked, tail still, staring down the empty street. The owner had passed away 3 months earlier. The dog didn't know, he just waited. And what that dog was feeling inside, the science behind it will completely change the way you look at your own dog tonight. Welcome to Canine Mind. If you truly care about your dog's inner world, hit subscribe right now. Every week we dive deep into the real psychology behind your dog's behavior, the stuff most owners never even notice. You love your dog, that's clear. But love without understanding can still cause pain. Right now, without meaning to, you might be doing small everyday things that are quietly hurting your dog's heart. Today I'm sharing 7 common mistakes, all backed by canine science and behavior research, that can damage your dog's emotional well-being more than you realize. Some of them are so ordinary you probably do them every day. When you hear them, you might feel a tug in your chest. Let's begin. Number 1, and this one causes the deepest damage, is leaving your dog alone for too long, too often. Dogs are not wired for solitude. In the wild, isolation equals danger. The pack is safety, connection, and survival. When you leave your dog home alone for hours every day, you're not just creating boredom. Science shows you're triggering a stress response that looks a lot like grief. Studies measuring cortisol levels found that dogs left alone for extended periods experience physiological changes almost identical to those seen in mourning. Their world shrinks to an empty house, and the terrifying question, why did my family disappear? The scary part, not every dog shows it loudly. Some stop barking, stop playing, sleep excessively, and greet you with less and less enthusiasm when you finally walk through the door. Owners often mistake this for the dog just getting older or calming down. In reality, the emotional spark inside them is slowly fading. If your lifestyle means your dog must spend time alone, you can ease the pain. Leave an unwashed shirt or a blanket with your scent. Use long-lasting puzzle toys and food dispensing enrichments. Keep departures and arrivals calm and predictable. And when you come home, make the reunion count, because to your dog, that moment is everything. But even when you're physically present, you can still cause emotional hurt. That brings us to number 2. Emotional unavailability. You've had those days stressed, exhausted, scrolling on your phone, barely noticing your dog. Maybe they nudge your leg and you don't even look down. To you, it's just a bad mood. To your dog, it feels like rejection from the most important person in their life. Research shows dogs process human emotional signals using the same brain mechanisms we do. They read your facial expressions, body posture, tone of voice, and even the rhythm of your breathing. When those signals go flat or cold, dogs often assume they did something wrong. Repeated emotional shutdown can lead to anxiety, excessive clinginess, or the opposite, dogs who eventually give up trying to connect. You don't need to fake happiness when you're drained. A gentle, "Hey buddy, I see you," or a quick scratch behind the ears takes seconds but tells your dog the bond is still safe. That small moment of acknowledgement can prevent days of quiet worry. Number 3 is something almost every owner has done: yelling or using harsh, sharp tones. Many people believe raising their voice shows leadership. In dog psychology, it does the opposite. It signals unpredictability and threat. A sudden loud voice causes an immediate spike in cortisol and heart rate. Over time, dogs start to feel constantly on edge around that person. They obey out of fear instead of trust, and the relationship slowly erodes. What actually works is calm, consistent, confident communication. Dogs respond beautifully to clear boundaries delivered in a steady tone. Positive reinforcement doesn't just change behavior, it builds a dog who wants to listen because they feel safe and loved with you. We're halfway through, and number 4 might surprise you, because it feels so innocent, rushing the walk or treating it like a chore. For you, the walk might be a quick 15-minute loop before work. For your dog, it's often the highlight of their entire day, their richest source of mental stimulation. Dogs have up to 300 million scent receptors. When your dog pauses to sniff a lamppost for a full minute, they're not stalling. They're reading an entire newspaper of information: who passed by, how they were feeling, what's new in their world. Sniffing activates calming parts of the canine brain. A short, slow sniff walk reduces stress far more effectively than a fast-paced power walk where you keep tugging the leash. When you constantly interrupt their natural sniffing, you're robbing them of the one activity that truly lets them be a dog. Over weeks and months, that bottled up frustration shows up as hyperactivity, anxiety, or destructive behavior at home. Next time, slow down, let them sniff, let them lead sometimes. A mentally satisfied dog is a happier, calmer companion. Number 5 is 1. Canine psychologists say quietly fuels many behavior issues, not allowing your dog to be the individual they actually are. Every dog is wired differently. Some are bold adventurers, others are sensitive souls who prefer quiet. Some thrive on jobs and training, others just want to cuddle on the couch. The problem starts when we project our ideal dog onto them and then correct or suppress the dog they really are. This emotional suppression creates chronic low-level stress. The dog isn't bad, they're simply unfulfilled and misunderstood. The solution is powerful in its simplicity. Watch your dog. Notice what lights them up, what calms them, what makes them feel most alive. Then, build your life and rules around the real dog in front of you, not the one you imagined. When a dog finally feels truly seen, trust deepens and problem behaviors often melt away. Number 6. Inconsistent rules and mixed signals. One day the couch is allowed, the next day it's not. Jumping up gets pets and laughter in the evening, but a scolding in the morning. Dogs are pattern-seeking creatures. Their sense of security depends on knowing what to expect. When the rules keep changing, they become anxious and uncertain. You'll see it in subtle ways: hesitation, overwatching you, or nervous energy. Sit down as a family and decide the rules once, then stick to them. Consistency is one of the greatest gifts you can give your dog. You'll often notice them relax within just a few days. And finally, number 7, something that seems so small but matters enormously: failing to create real moments of connection. When your dog looks into your eyes, a beautiful thing happens. Studies have shown that mutual gazing between dogs and their owners releases oxytocin, the same bonding hormone that flows between mothers and babies. It literally strengthens the emotional attachment on a biological level. If you're always distracted, always multitasking, always half present, your dog feels the absence. Over time, dogs who don't receive enough positive, focused attention can show signs of depression, lower appetite, less interest in play, excessive sleeping, and that quiet, heavy sadness many owners mistake for just their personality. You don't need hours. A few minutes of real presence, soft eye contact, gentle voice, slow petting can refill their emotional cup more than you know. Here's the beautiful truth: none of these 7 things come from cruelty or bad intentions. They usually come from simply not realizing what our dogs are experiencing on the inside. Dogs feel love, loneliness, joy, confusion, trust, and disappointment. The more we learn to speak their emotional language, the deeper and more extraordinary our bond becomes. So tonight, try just one thing. Slow down on the walk. Soften your voice when you speak to them. Put the phone down and really look into their eyes for a minute. Your dog is already waiting for you. Meet them with understanding, and you'll both feel the difference in ways you never expected. If this video shifted how you see your dog even a little, please hit the like button. It helps this message reach more dog parents who need to hear it. Tell me in the comments, which of the 7 surprised you the most? And if you're not already part of the Canine Mind family, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week we go deeper into your dog's heart and mind. Thank you for watching. Give your dog an extra gentle moment from me tonight. We'll see you in the next one.